Welcome to CallumConnects, 5-minute entrepreneurial inspiration for your day. On CallumConnects today, we're joined by Diana Murphy. Diana is the founder of Diana Murphy Coaching. She's a mindset and life coach for business owners and entrepreneurs. She's been a coach for 6 years now and has loved the journey of starting her own business.
The biggest hurdle that I overcame as an entrepreneur, I'm a mindset coach. So you'd think that that part would be easy for me as my business grew, but I'm a human being just like yourself. And the biggest hurdle I faced was a belief that I had that I grew my business from networking in person, doing live events, and then COVID. And there was a part of me that had been learning all year to believe in really big goals for my business. And I knew on March, I think it was 13th, that I was going to be tested around my own mindset on the way I saw my business. And I doubled down on believing that I was creating my results, that it didn't matter if I had networking opportunities available to me. It didn't matter if I was being asked to speak in person, that I was the captain of that ship. And I know that this happens at different levels for all of us, but for me, it was that defining moment that I realized the things that I had been teaching my clients that I had been learning as a business owner all along were going to be tested. That mindset belief that I took responsibility for my own results was going to be tested in a level that I'd never experienced before. And I doubled down. And so I walked into the COVID quarantine looking at every circumstance of it as just that. And I kept walking forward, just believing that the results revenue-wise, the results in wanting to build a tribe, the results that I wanted to build and going deep with my clients, that none of that was affected by the circumstances. And it was like jumping off a cliff. It was not a hurdle. It was probably the biggest, not ignoring my fear, but understanding my fear, that I decided to go both feet first in my business in a way of serving big, giving high value, just falling in love with the clients that were coming to either free events or that I was currently coaching. And I just went all in. So if any of you have been affected by this pandemic, as a fellow entrepreneur, I just want to encourage you. None of the circumstances around you mandate your results. None of it. How you react and respond mentally is what creates your result. It's what creates space where we can pivot. It creates expansion. And it literally has showed up on my bottom line. I had the biggest 90 days starting with April that I have ever had in my business. That was just phenomenal, that the true results showed pretty quickly that jumping off a cliff and believing fully in your big, hairy goals is absolutely the way to go. So I encourage you to not let anything get in your way. Personal relationships that are getting in the way, disruptions in your life, having to homeschool your children, anything that is getting in your way right now that's disrupting your belief, those are just minor details. Realize that all that's needed is to double down on your belief in the goals ahead and let your mind create the growth. That's me, Diana Murphy.
The biggest hurdle I faced was when the company my partner and I built from scratch came under attack and more than $250 million of value was destroyed. If you would like to learn more about that and how I came back from it, sign up at callumlane.com.